Aloha, my friend. This is Billy Wiggly coming at you live from the Ninth Island. That's Las Vegas, Nevada. How you doing today, my friend? Are you staying positive? Because you know that's the only way to be. And you got to check this out because what I'm about to show you is, woohoo! I use all the different language models. I use all the different chatbots. I use ChatGPT, Gemini, Claude, DeepSeek, and I work with super agents like Genspark and Madness. I'm sure you've heard about Madness. That's the one that just got bought for $2 billion by Meta. I work with all of them because I'm an AI and Excel productivity expert. I use all these tools to run my business. I need to know them. It's my biz to know them so that I can show you how to use them so that you can get that AI advantage. And right here, what you're looking at, my friends, is Gemini. And I'm loving Gemini right now. It's got all the features that the model itself, 3.0, it's just giving me outstanding results. And we're going to talk about how I use Gemini GEM, which is, if you're familiar with GPTs and ChatGPT, it's kind of like having your own, almost like an agent. You've heard about agents, right? So this is actually my own persona. I'm going to show you in a moment. Mary Marketing went and analyzed 2 web pages that I built. One that wasn't really working for me, and then Gemini GEM, Mary Marketing, analyzed it, gave me some recommendations. I went to Genspark, generated the page based on the recommendations from the analysis that Mary Marketing gave me in Gemini 3.0. Boom, there it is. Then I asked Gemini 3.0, Mary Marketing, to analyze the new one, and Mary Marketing loved it. Check it out. All right, here we are. This is ChatGPT. And in ChatGPT, you've got right over here, you've got your GPTs. You see them right there? Your GPTs, I don't know if you've already created one for yourself, but you'll notice that we've got right here, Mary Marketing. And Mary Marketing that I have right here is the same Mary Marketing that I have right here in Gemini. So when we open up the sidebar, we can see that we've got gems right here. Here you're going to see your most recently used gems. And you can just click on this arrow and it'll just take you to all the gems. Right here, you can go right ahead and pick any one of the gems that are already pre-made by Google. It'll show you more right over here. And you can also create your own gem. And that's what we're going to do. We're going to create our own gem. Well, we're not really going to do it. I already did it. But when you want to create your new gem, that's where you go. And the new gems that you create, they begin to appear right over here. And then you can just share your gem. You can edit your gem. And let's see what other options we have. And you've got all these different options. Just like that. Very nice. Google Gemini Pro is what I'm using. And it's part of Google Workspace. What we're talking about is this new model, Gemini 3. And how awesome it is. So let's go to Mary Marketing. Let me click the edit button so you can see this is a basic, the backside, the nuts and bolts of Mary Marketing. We've got the name Mary Marketing right over here. And then right here, these are all the instructions. This is how you want your chatbot to behave, your agent to behave. And you can give it specific tools that you want it to default to. You can give it specific knowledge that you want it to reference and the like. In this case, we just got a persona prompt right in here. And persona prompts, my friends, let me hide out so you can focus. Persona prompts is prompted to the next level, where we're actually just dealing with an expert instead of me having to say act as a social media expert with all these abilities. No, we just build it. We just build the expert, and then we just start talking to the expert in just plain old English. And here we'll notice that we've got her name, Mary Marketing, and just some brief descriptions of her. She's always on her phone, so sometimes I'm working with multiple agents in one conversation. More about that in another live stream. And that way I know who I'm talking to. When I see that the beginning and the end of the conversation has cell phones, these little icons, I know it's Mary Marketing. LinkedIn Linda, she has stars. Then we've got Dr. Nexus, has a lightning bolt and a diamond, and so far and so forth. And then these are all skills. These are all skills. Right now, it probably looks to you like, wow, what kind of language is that? It's just plain English. Plain English, and I just abbreviated a lot of things. So now these are all the skills that Mary Marketing has. This gem now has the ability to go deep into the large language models, latent spaces, pull out the skills and the expertise that we need. More on that in another live stream. Hey, what happened to my angels? Okay. We got to bring back up the stream deck. That way we can move around like we're supposed to. See, this is technical issues. And my friend, let me move on over. And here we got Mary Marketing. Boom. So what I did is I built this website right here, this one. Let me slide on over. And this is a website that I was using as a landing page to let you know about the Master ChatGPT in 60 Minutes workshop, where you go and you learn about how to prompt and then some bunch of tips and tricks. And within 60 minutes, you're out there and you're already using ChatGPT and getting productive with it. And then you become part of the community, the GetSkills.ai community, and we can keep on learning. We've got a chatbot that I put in here, and this is part of GPT Trainer that I use, multi-agent system. Awesome. Answers all the questions right here based on how I trained it and the like. So there's this landing page right here, okay? And it looks really cool. I thought, wow, I love this design. I'm in love with it. However, I wasn't getting very many conversions on it. And I was thinking, why am I not getting conversions? And then I thought, maybe it's just kind of like a show and tell, like, look at this pretty page, but it's not saying what it's doing for you. Oh, yeah, okay, this is a workshop about ChatGPT, but like, what's it going to look like for me when I'm done with this workshop? What's the transformation going to be that I'm promising you? Because that's what we do with transforming. So I went into Mary Marketing, and I said, Aloha Mary, just so you see how Mary's working here. I just said Aloha Mary. And this is really interesting, because the ChatGPT, Mary Marketing and ChatGPT, the Mary Marketing GPT, it doesn't think as much. Even when I'm using their top model, 5.2, it doesn't work like the Google Gemini 3.0. I mean, 3.0 seems to be just a little bit smarter. I don't really know exactly how to explain it right now. I mean, I know how to explain it, but that would be a separate live stream. But what's cool here is, because I have the thinking mode on right here, when you go to the message box where you type in your prompt, here you got where you can select the model that you're going to use. And I can select Pro, Thinking. Usually I work with Fast, because I just need some quick answers, and the model's super smart. Fast doesn't mean that it's not going to be as smart. It just answers quicker. Thinking, this is kind of like the one that I default to, and have it it thinks, it reasons, thinks things through, goes step by step. And Pro thinks a little bit longer for advanced math and code, just like it says right there. So we're going with thinking. It's the one I like to go with when I've got something like this where I'm doing an analysis. And Gemini went, and in its thinking, it looked through Mary Marketing prompt, the persona, and it said, hey, Mary Marketing, what skills does Mary Marketing have that I am going to need that are going to best serve my answering the Aloha Mary? Ready? Aloha Mary. And it went through and it picked out the skills, and then there's the answer. Aloha. I'm Mary. Think of me not just as a social media manager, but as an architect of discourse. I live for the dopamine hit of a climbing click-through rate, and I physically cringe at unoptimized meta tags. Woo! Pretty powerful. Anyways, she's got her personality. All my different personas have different personalities. It's kind of like, you go to work, and you've got different people. You got Mary, you got Steve, you got Shaquan, you've got Luis, all these different people. Habib, Mohammed. I mean, everybody you can think of on your team. We're very diverse over here, and everybody's got different personalities. Well, same thing with your agents. When you use persona prompts, you can give them all different personalities and specific skills, because everybody in your office, everybody's got different skills. Everybody knows one overarching, how the company runs, how we expect you to behave and act, and what the product is that we're putting out, what the culture is. And then each person that you work with has specific skills for their job. So here we go. So now I go in and I give Mary Marketing the instructions. And, this is a voice to text, because you can just talk to Gemini. And the voice to text is excellent in Gemini. And ChatGPT, I must say, it's very good. So it went in and analyzed, and it said, hey, what skills do I need in order to do this analysis? And just take a quick look. Web audit, psychographic profile, critique. It's got the skills. These are the skills that we gave Mary Marketing when we built the prompt. So here's the autopsy. All right, I crawled your page. Verdict, it's cute, but cute doesn't pay the rent. Hey, thank you very much. Thank you very much, Mary, for your nice words. No more Mr. Nice Guy. Mr. Nice Guy is a problem for us. And so then it started making recommendations. Mary Marketing is not just saying, hey, we don't like it. And then I took those recommendations, right? And I went to Gemini. And right here in Gemini, I gave Gemini what changes I wanted, what style of page I was looking to. I didn't just apply changes to that landing page. I asked Genspark, a super agent, because now we're in Genspark, to design me a whole new web page. Now, Gemini has the ability to build a landing page for you. So does ChatGPT. However, you want a super agent like Genspark. More on that in another live stream. I actually did a live stream previously, and there's a couple videos. If you're watching this on YouTube, there's a live stream that I did a couple weeks ago on super agents. And if you're watching this on LinkedIn, it's an event that I did a couple weeks ago. You can go back and refer to it, or you can just, if you're on LinkedIn, just book an appointment, and then I'll help you one-on-one. And if you're watching this on YouTube, just comment, subscribe. There you go. Woo. I said it. All right. So I went and I applied the recommendations in a prompt to Genspark to build me a new landing page. So this is the new landing page right over here. And this new landing page is more about you. There's more urgency to it. Here's the original one right here, the one that we want to redesign. And then now, here we are with the new one. There's limited spots, early bird pricing, and Sunday. Stop watching AI. Stop watching AI pass you by while your competitors 10x their productivity. You're not imagining it. AI is replacing jobs. Your colleagues are getting promoted using ChatGPT, and you're stuck Googling. You're stuck Googling how to use AI at 2 a.m. In 60 minutes, I'll teach you the essential fundamentals to confidently start using ChatGPT today. Then you can advance to automation and beyond. Woo! Because that's what we do. We initiate transformations because there's a gap. You got to get the AI advantage. And the sooner you start to learn AI, the sooner you're going to benefit from the compounding effect, because everybody that's using AI is just getting further and further and further away from you because their intelligence is amplifying. AI is an amplification of intelligence. So, whatever it is that you're worried about, thinking about, just let it go. Just get busy with it because we need to use AI. It's here. Forget about it. Now, here's the brutal truth. While you're figuring it out, others are using AI, exactly what I'm talking about right here. So look at the difference in the page. This one is more about, hey, how it was for you before and how it's going to be for you after. And the original one, this one right here, it's just kind of just telling you that this workshop is about this. That's it. This one's telling you what's going to be the difference for you afterwards. And that it's only the beginning because we've got more. This is only level 1, basic ChatGPT basics. Prompts, specialized workshops is level 3. And then, the premium top notch is one-on-one personal coaching. You're watching this on LinkedIn, like I said, book an appointment. Get yourself some one-on-one personal coaching. Any other platform you're watching this on, just DM me. Send me a message. Put it in the comments. Let's do it. Come on. And the old you spent 3 hours typing, stressing, coffee number 4, and you're still not done. Or maybe by lunch. The new you, 7 minutes with ChatGPT or Gemini or DeepSeek, whichever one you want, because you already know how to prompt and how to use any one of these tools. All replies are drafted. Time for actual strategy work. Come on now. And this is a whole different design right here. And it's the language and the skills that Mary Marketing has in marketing and psychology and neurolinguistic programming and persuasion and that apply to this. And I also asked Genspark to do a analysis of similar sites and what they're building. So it wasn't just Gemini. Mary Marketing started it out, and then Genspark built it, and then I came back to Gemini, and I said, Gemini, Mary Marketing, check it out now. What do you think? And then she said, okay, honey, I see you. You didn't just rearrange the furniture. You renovated the whole house. There we go. And all this just didn't even take that long. This whole process probably took me maybe 3 hours, maybe 4 hours to go from the first analysis to building this page to have it already on my domain, on my platform. Now I just got to fine tune it a little bit and then make it live, and we're good to go, just like that. So she went through, she analyzed, she figured out everything that was going good, and then in her final verdict, she said, deploy the new page immediately. The old you is dead. Long live the AI-powered you. Boom. And that's going to be you. That's going to be you. So come on, my friends. Now we know that I'm excited about Gemini. All the models are really good, but lately I find myself using Gemini, Genspark, and Manus. And I actually use Genspark a little bit more than I do Manus. But there's just little differences. But before you can use any of these tools, you got to know the basics. So I'm going to recommend that you sign up for this Master ChatGPT in 60 Minutes class workshop, because it makes you part of a community. And I guarantee you, you're going to not just do this, you're going to do whatever you want to become more productive. And you're going to amplify your intelligence. AI is just a smart start, okay? It's a smart start to amplify your intelligence. And like I always say, my friends, I love you. I love you. And most of all, keep on learning and don't get mad. Get skills. Aloha.